Now at 10, an investigation in Tennessee is still underway after an explosion at a munitions plant leaves multiple dead and several others unaccounted for. Plus, Pittsburgh floods downtown as the Gorillas celebrate homecoming before taking on Washburn, and Columbus throws its own parade as Columbus Day celebrations are in full swing.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
This is the delayed version of KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. I'm Anthony Saviello. Thank you for joining us at 10. 19 people are feared dead tonight after a massive explosion at a Tennessee explosives plant Friday morning. Fox's Caroline Shively reports from Washington.
Can I describe the building? There's nothing to describe. It's gone.
Humphreys County Sheriff Chris Davis spoke outside a Tennessee munitions plant Friday after an explosion left burning fields, multiple fatalities, and family members desperate for answers. Ava Henson was waiting for word on her son, Jeremy Moore.
He's my only son, and he would tell you that he's my baby boy. He lives right next door to me. Big old country boy.
The plant, Accurate Energetic Systems, is located along the Hickman-Humphreys County line, 60 miles southwest of Nashville.
We thought something hit our truck. Then all of a sudden we seen the big cloud of smoke, and then we realized that there had been an explosion.
The blast could be felt more than a dozen miles away. Emergency crews were initially unable to enter the facility because of ongoing detonations and burning chemicals. The company's website says it makes explosives for the military, demolitions, mining, and even avalanche control. In 2014, an explosion there killed 1 employee and critically injured 3 others. It's a major employer in this rural part of Tennessee.
And when you have small counties like this, we know each other. We communicate with each other. We love each other.
I don't want to hear bad news, but I'd almost feel better if I knew.
The U.S. government is one of the company's biggest clients. AES did millions of dollars worth of work for the Pentagon, NASA, and other federal agencies. In Washington, Caroline Shively, Fox News.
Well, a serious 3-vehicle crash in McDonald County occurred yesterday afternoon. It had 1 driver flown to a Springfield hospital. Just west of Goodman on State Route B, Goodman Fire arrived and discovered a driver trapped in a vehicle hanging over a creek. We learned that the 2021 Chevy Malibu had crossed the center line and struck a Ford F-150 and Honda Civic that were going the opposite direction. After the 25-year-old Goodman man was cut from the car, awaiting Mercy Lifeline Air Ambulance flew him to Cox Springfield, suffering serious injuries. Let's go ahead and check in with meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney for a first look at weather.
Well, temperatures for the rest of the evening going to be above normal, well above average. We still have some clouds that are going to continue to roll in. Now, for the most part, though, we are going to be watching as our rain chances start to kick up. Looks like I'm having some trouble with my remote here, so we're going to move off the camera. We get rain chances starting Sunday night as we head into about 9-10 o'clock. Now, most of the rain is going to be holding off until Monday. Until then, though, we're really just going to be dealing with a few clouds throughout the night tonight, a few clouds throughout Sunday as well, though mostly sunny until the evening. Temperatures are going to be another hot day, back into the mid-80s, about 84, 85, maybe even up to 86, with our rain chances not starting until late in the day. And we could see just a few partly cloudy skies until then. I'll have more details coming up.
All right, Lindsay, thanks. Well, the 9th annual Joplin Writers Fair was held at the Joplin Public Library today. Those who attended were able to meet authors representing a variety of genres. The event was free for all ages, and you didn't even need a library card.
Started coming here just about 4 years ago when this event was much smaller than it is now, and I was just so enamored with the fact that so many people from around here could be authors. It wasn't some unachievable dream, but it was something that I could do. That really inspired me to, instead of just keeping my writing myself, push to publish and to share my works with people, and now I finally have the chance to do that here.
Officials say the Writers Fair is held annually each October and connects all sorts of writers to their existing and potentially new audiences. Pittsburgh capped off its homecoming week with its final day of festivities, which includes its homecoming parade. The theme for this year's parade is Gorilla Galaxy. Local organizations, businesses, and Pittsburgh state clubs all participated in the parade, including yours truly, KOAM, with our very own Mitch Adams, Tanya Bach, and Jordan Keys riding our float.
Today we're going to see the parade and see if we can get some candy and that stuff. I like to take photos of events, like important events like football, things like this, or anything like that.
Also happening this weekend was the Columbus Day Fair. That brought the community together with a lively parade through downtown Columbus. Local organizations, businesses, and school clubs filled the streets with colorful floats, music, and plenty of hometown spirit. Families and friends lined the sidewalks cheering on the participants and taking in all the sights. There were classic cars, motorcycles, creative displays, marching groups, and the parade offered a little bit of something for everyone.
I just love that everybody comes and they're on our square and just getting to see people that you haven't seen in a long time, getting to see what all the vendors have, just getting to be with the town people.
Today was a day full of energy and community pride, highlighting the best of Columbus. Coming up, measles cases are surging across the country, reaching their highest level in 25 years. We'll give you the details of where the outbreaks are. But up first, the simple ABCs every parent should know to help their little ones sleep soundly and safely when it's time for sleep. October is Safe Sleep and Sudden Infant Death Syndrome Awareness Month. Unsafe sleep environments are a leading cause of death for young children. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither explains how remembering the ABCs of sleep can help keep babies safe.
Keeping babies safe isn't just a day job. At night, some parents may unknowingly be putting their child at risk.
Hearing the screams and cries of a parent who has lost their child while they were sleeping is really awful, and it really never leaves you.
In 2022, there were about 3,700 sudden unexpected infant deaths in the U.S., more than 1,500 from sudden infant death syndrome, more than 1,100 from unknown causes, and more than 1,000 deaths from accidental suffocation and strangulation in bed. That's why knowing how to keep babies safe is critical, says Dr. Sarah Lazarus with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
We recommend the ABCs of safe sleep.
A is for alone. Babies should always sleep by themselves in their crib or bassinet. Sharing a bed or napping on the couch puts a baby at risk of suffocation. B stands for back. An infant should always be placed flat on their back on a firm surface. Their neck muscles aren't strong enough to prevent suffocation if they sleep on their stomach. And finally, C is for clear. The crib should be void of blankets, toys, bumper pads, and any other items. The mattress should be firm and covered only in a fitted sheet.
The clearer the crib is, the safer it is for your infant.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Measles outbreaks across the U.S. continue to add to the record case counts the nation is experiencing. Even though a deadly measles outbreak in Texas was declared over in August, outbreaks in other parts of the U.S. are still adding hundreds of new cases. The CDC says an average of 27 new measles cases have been reported each week since the end of August. For the year, there have been more than 1,500 cases nationwide. That's the highest annual total since measles was declared eliminated in the U.S. a quarter century ago. Of late, there are new measles outbreaks in Ohio and South Carolina, along with a surge of cases in Minnesota. There's also a continuing outbreak along the Arizona-Utah border that is already the third largest measles outbreak this year. Lindsay is next with a complete look at your forecast, and later, the temps may not feel like fall just yet, but over in Yale, Kansas, the old Yale pumpkin patch is in full swing.
We've had some pretty warm temperatures today. Let's go ahead and take a look outside downtown Joplin from the Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex. Now, mostly going to see clear skies, though it could have a few clouds rolling in tonight. Overall, it's a pretty calm night, and it was a nice day today. We got up to about 81, 82 degrees for most of us. Some got even a little higher. Average, we're normally sitting in the low 70s, so we're still almost 10 degrees above average and 10 degrees below our record, so we're sitting there right there in the middle. Now again, not much else going on tonight. Again, a few clouds, but really it's going to be a pretty calm night, pretty calm day for the most part on Sunday as well. So as we look at our future track, by 7 a.m., a few clouds moving through Pittsburgh up to Lamar, Nevada, Stockton area. That's all out of here. Back to mostly sunny skies until early afternoon. We're going to get those partly cloudy skies moving in, and then some rain chances. So here we are, 7 p.m. Could start to see some isolated showers, very light, very brief as we head into Sunday evening. Then moving into Monday morning, all of this really starts to ramp up. Now the lighter green, that's going to be south of Nevada down to Joplin, even near Pineville. That's 5 a.m. That's going to be super light. We're looking at a drizzle, maybe some sprinkles, but north of Parsons, all the way out there near Independence, Caney, little bit of heavier rain. That's going to continue to move in through the morning hours, right when you're starting your commute, just north of Joplin into the Webb City area, Lamar, north of Nevada, Fort Scott, Yates Center, just north of Pittsburgh as well, some thunderstorm chances. All of that mainly staying along and north of I-44, and it continues through most of the day on Monday. So we're looking, we could see up to a tenth to a quarter of an inch of rain. Now that's just showing our long range model. So we could see even more than that, hopefully getting up to maybe 3/4 of an inch of rain. So just to recap, we get rain chances Sunday night all the way through Tuesday morning. Very warm week throughout the rest of the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, even into Friday will be in the mid 80s. Our next chance of rain Friday night and into Saturday morning, and that's going to lead to cooler temperatures in the 70s for the rest of the weekend and the start of next week. Now we need one more pretty good cold front to push in, and that's going to be dropping our temperatures, giving us that fall foliage that we're wanting, and our first frost estimated 25th through the 27th. So until then, we're still going to be above average most of the week with those highs in the 80s until this weekend. Back in the low 70s, that's about average, so we're looking forward to that, but still not seeing our first frost for a couple more weeks.
All right, thanks, Lindsay. Well, coming up next, Missouri Southern looks for their first MIAA win of the season against Emporia State. We'll see how they fared on the road. Plus, Pitt State hosts Washburn for their homecoming game. We'll have the highlights from the jungle when we return.
It's college football Saturday with homecoming in Pittsburgh for the 15th ranked Pitt State Gorillas as they take on Washburn inside the jungle at Carney Smith Stadium. Pitt State looking for their 5th straight win against the 1-4 Ichabods. Opening possession in this one, 3rd down for the Ichabods, and the Gorillas defense steps up as Jeremy Sharp records the sack to force a punt. On the ensuing PSU drive, they would get down the field before settling for a field goal, and Austin Schmidt connects on this one from 42 yards out to give the Gorillas a 3-0 lead. Next PSU drive, they're back in the red zone. Jackson Berry with the carry, and he has room to run, bullying his way into the end zone for the touchdown, extending the lead for PSU. But Washburn would respond. Goal-to-go situation, Logan Madden, he'll dump this one off, connecting with Kai Thomas for the score, cutting the deficit to 10-7. But here come the Gorillas. Berry rolling out on this play, and he will take off again, fighting forward, has room to run, and he gets in for the second time. Nobody's denying him in this one. His second rushing touchdown of the day. It's 17-7. Late in the half, PSU looking to extend that lead with another field goal, but the Ichabods block this attempt from Schmidt. But the Gorillas get the ball back with 16 seconds, and Berry connects with Jalen Travis. He'll take it 73 yards to the house, scoring to make it 24-7 at half. Late in the third quarter, Gorillas looking to extend their lead deep in their own territory. Berry connected with Damian Long in the second, but Julius Jackson punches it out, and Christopher Gonzalez recovers for Washburn. And now it's up this 34-yard field goal from Aiden Battle to cut the deficit to 2 possessions. Late in the fourth quarter, score 7. Shit. My bad, man.
With the fall season rolling in quickly, many families will be participating in fall events, including pumpkin patches. KOAM's goes to one, and Mitch Adams brings us more.
The temperature may not feel like fall weather just yet, but many fall activities are in full swing. Old Yale Pumpkin Patch in Yale, Kansas prepared themselves all year for this season.
All year round, we're out here every day. Summertime's a big time for us, getting it ready. There's a lot of maintenance that goes on, fixing things and getting the pumpkins ready. That first week before we open is usually our go time, so we're out here all day, every day.
Old Yale tries to cultivate as much fun as possible in a community-oriented way.
It's kind of a community within a community. We have a lot of families that come out here, all from around the 4 states, and it's so nice to see other families interact with each other and then families interact with us.
The owners of the patch say they want to give people an opportunity to make unforgettable memories with their friends and family.
You know, I hope they get memories that they can carry on forever. I hope that they learn something out here, maybe about history. We have history signs set up all over the patch. Maybe something about that, or just building memories with their family that they get to carry on forever.
Reporting in Crawford County, Kansas, Mitch Adams, KOAM News.
Well, if you want to discover more fall events, you can go to our Facebook page. That's KOAMnewsnow.com/events. That's our time for tonight. We'll leave you with a beautiful shot of Phoenix, Arizona. Have a great night.